Today we have stories about threesomes, paternity tests, and long-lost brothers. Let's get into it.
I'm scared, but let's do it.
I ruined my life for a threesome. Now the third person is pregnant. Am I the father?
Wow, there's like Mamma Mia type situations, but this one is just like, you were both there.
Also, I love Mamma Mia.
Great soundtrack.
Yes. I mean, ABBA, come on. Come on. It's the best music to make pancakes to.
And love.
And love.
And love.
Thanks, Riley.
Okay, story time.
Yeah.
I know this one.
Oh, no.
My wife, Letty, and I used to have an amazing relationship. We met each other 8 years ago, married 4 years ago, and we used to have a great marriage. And also, this comes from username Frickin' Ruined, which is very
Oh,
apt.
no. Foreshadow.
We had our ups and downs, but we always solved any issue and never let a day pass before we amended things between us. We were happy. The last year, we started to get more adventurous in the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to save it.
Yeah.
Trying to save it.
John, how do you introduce adventure into your bedroom?
No comments.
Riley?
Hot
Playing
Wheels.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, Mamma Mia and Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Dude, Riley's
Where are you sticking that car, Riley?
Riley's a man's man.
After an event on our family, Letty decided to let go of her shyness and to live every single thing she could think. And that ended up with her becoming creative in our bedroom. We tried everything that caught our attention. If we saw it on TV or read about it, we tried it.
Wow.
We had so much fun together.
I mean, you know what? It sounds like it's actually helping the relationship a lot. This
Yeah.
is so far good.
I know, but like, if I tried everything that came across my desk in terms of weird sexual acts,
It would not be good.
it would not be good. Hamstering, for one.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Sorry, gerbling, rather. Gerbling.
No, no.
Gerbling. Okay, story
Don't look
time.
it up. Don't look it up.
Gerbling. Okay, story time. After trying something she was very curious to try, she let me choose something to do. I want to know all these things. She told me to choose something you ever wanted to try but never had the chance. I stupidly told her I always wondered how it would be to be with two girls.
Uh-oh.
She agreed and started to plan a threesome.
Oh, all right. I thought it was going to go different.
Oh, yeah,
it usually does.
She is completely on board.
Okay, wow.
She's
All right.
almost two on board.
Oh.
No, it sounds like they're just being an adventurous couple.
Right,
you know?
right, yeah.
She agreed to start playing the threesome. I still regret that moment. Some more foreshadowing.
We know it's going to go bad.
All right, wait. Before we go, conspiracy theory.
Yep. Based off my masterful deduction skills, that was the title that you read. The two of them we are going to get a bit of a swirly dirly going on, and she's going to be with child, and they're going to say, do we know who it was?
I mean, I imagine we know who it was because I think there's just one guy in this situation.
I have a new prediction. I am an idiot. The prophecy became true.
Who's the father?
Stop. Who's the mother? Wait.
How do you
Okay.
tell who's pregnant or
So
not?
now, dude, you never know.
All
Also,
right, John's prediction.
Wait,
Let's-
what?
it took me a long time. What was it with people who didn't know the paternity tests, that it's only a question of who's the father. It took me a long time for that to sink in. So,
Well, I'm glad it's there. I'm glad it's sinking.
we're finally in.
I'm glad it's sinking.
Something else sunk in. Oh, geez.
We ended up choosing a girl we know, Abby, a friend of her from her job. Dude, red flag, massive red flag
Yep.
to have your threesome partner be a close friend from work.
What if that's what they saw on the TV?
Yeah,
And they're
it's-
like, we have to try everything exactly as we saw it. Exactly.
They probably just like watched one video on the hub and were like, oh, secretary or
ooh.
co-worker after hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally the worst idea ever.
Yeah. This is bad.
But let's keep going. She's the type of girl that believes in energies, crystals, vibes, etc. A free spirit girl, and she is nice to hang around. We told her, and she ended up accepting, which is like I feel like they chose a type.
Right, because imagine you ask the wrong person at work.
Oh,
Not good.
a little damaging.
A little.
Hey, John, what are you doing later?
You got a question for me, Riley? Ask it.
I know.
No.
What if it's in France?
I want to visit France. I know one of you would say yes. So that's why.
I wouldn't say yes. What are you talking about?
But he has in the past.
Yeah, but not with you.
Yeah, I would not do that with another guy. No. I would never do a threesome.
From work. Riley, we're not having a threesome.
Did Riley plant this story to make? No. Too conspiratorial.
That's
Can't
right.
get
Riley
after that.
trying to have a threesome with one of his bosses.
Oh.
We chose her because we knew it was very probable she will accept, but we also chose her because physically she's very different from my wife. While she is small with pale skin, short hair, and little button breasts, I'm not saying she is ugly, she's very cute. My wife has tan skin, long, beautiful hair, and a great body. While this girl is a skinny twig, my wife has bodacious curves. The idea was that this way, there would be not any insecurities about me comparing them or that I would prefer her because obviously I wouldn't.
Damn. So they're basically like, yo, let's find someone ugly so that way you. Oh.
Low key, Angela from The Office this is what she sounds like.
Angela's kind
You
of
think
bad,
this
though.
Is this Angela from The Office? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You don't think Angela's cute? Angela's kind of cute.
Not
Yeah,
my
he's not about it.
type.
All right.
I don't know. If she was, it's just because the personality she played. You know,
Yeah.
she tried out for Pam.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why she wasn't.
Damn. Savage.
It's like Pam and Angela. Like, come on.
Savage. All right. We said it. She came to our place and we spent the night together. And I regret it. Even if those hours were
Whoa.
great at the moment. Damn, man.
Man's putting in work.
I would do anything to get back to that night and repeat it over now and stop everything. The following days, everything was great. Letty was happy that I liked it, and Abby kept it private. So it was like another perfect adventure for us.
Then.
After a few days, Letty started to become distant, sleeping at the other side of the bed, not wanting me to kiss or hug her, not even cuddling. At first, she said it was because she was tired, but after insisting, she told me it was due to the threesome.
Here we go.
Mm.
Here we go. Let's see what happened.
She told me even if she had fun that night now, she was feeling awful, cheated, used. That the image of me making love to another woman was burned in her mind. She wasn't comfortable with me being near her. Did anyone experience that?
No.
Are you asking us? You're asking the people.
I'm asking the people.
Yes.
Has anyone had a threesome
Yeah.
and been like, I feel weird about it afterwards?
And we've had multiple stories where whether it's like threesome, actually I think it's mostly threesomes, but other sexual proclivities like this, or being in an open relationship where they're like, at the time I was like all for it, but it was only until after it happened did it fully sink in, and I realized I didn't want it, which is fair.
And I feel like you have to make it, you can't really know how you're gonna feel until after, which ideally is why maybe you don't. I mean,
You lean kind of like
with someone
more
maybe you
cautiously.
don't know more because like it's more easier to not have it especially if you're having a threesome in a relationship. It's more easy to not like infringe on the rest of your relationships going forward because you run into this person all the time. If that like person like deems it awkward. But now, not only does she feel uncomfortable with this image and burn in her mind, but she's going to work every single day and seeing this woman.
I thought it was from his work.
Is it from his work?
Mm-mm.
Do we know?
I think it's from her
from her
work.
work.
Her job.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
dude. She has to go every single day and see this woman.
Wow. She's coming to her desk like, hey, I just got the new memo reports for you. And she's like, I'd like to do something that would get me reported.
Yeah. It's like if me, you, and Christian
Had a threesome.
had a threesome, and then you have to see Christian all the time.
Riley, stop trying
I'm
to make
going
sorry
on.
that everyone that I work with are guys, and there is one woman, but I'm not going to bring her into this. So this is why I'm keeping it like this, okay?
Respectfully.
Riley is trying to make a threesome in the OKOP office happen. It's not going to happen,
It's
Riley.
not going to
It's
happen.
not happening. Everyone saw that hug the other day, and now Riley has got it in his head.
His
You haven't seen the cute hug we gave Riley.
Yeah, that was great, right?
It was great. It was a
Should've seen what they
moment.
did afterwards.
Man, looking like a glazed
Enough.
donut. All right, we tried talking about it, even got into counseling. I tried everything to make her sure I only love her, that it was just a fantasy and that it would never happen again. And then Abby called me.
Oh no.
Her period was delayed and she believed she could be pregnant.
How did I miss that in the in the conspiracy tinfoil hat conspiracy?
You can't win them all. You can't win them all.
Baby.
Okay, so all right, we're gonna pause right here
Yep.
really quick.
Yes.
Um,
When a man and a woman love each other very much.
yeah. Let me tell you the biology of how this all goes. No, I want to know if you think this moment right here of the threesome partner getting pregnant will affect the marriage in any way.
Mm.
Absolutely. I mean, with that, you know what? Last time I wasn't in. Now I'm back.
Conspiracy theory.
I'm back. Yeah, come on. Let's put on. Let's make it official.
Oh, all right. So here's the real question.
Yes.
Will OP's wife be upset?
Yes. I stand on that. I plant
your flag.
my red flag in the ground. That I'm not going to do that again. That was a little bit too do it in the chair or something. But yeah, no, I think that the wife is going to be. I mean, imagine. Also, they don't have a child together.
No.
I mean, just the emotional thing of like seeing another woman have a child with your
Husband.
love.
Yeah.
That's gonna be torturous.
Better question. Do you think OP will want to keep the child, or will he say like I want to give it up for adoption, or I want an abortion?
And I mean, ultimately, it's
Or like, will he basically will he want anything to do with the kid?
right. Hopefully, he's like even if he's doesn't want to be as involved. Maybe he's like, hey, I'll pay child support and like whatever else for it.
So
But
I'm
predicting.
Will he want to be involved?
I don't think he'll want to be involved, but I'm just gonna be optimistic on the negative view and say that he will at least want to be like, hey, I'll give you child support and other things.
I think he's going to want to be involved.
Wow.
I think he's going to want to be involved.
Which
pretty involved.
actually, yeah.
I mean, his firstborn child potentially
Mm.
For the woman, that's more negative for his wife, right?
for his wife.
Yeah.
I mean, to have a child with another woman. Yeah. I mean,
That's
unless
a
they become
pretty
like
negative
sister
outcome.
wives or something.
Oh.
What would you do? Put your answers in the comments.
Tell
But you know
us.
what we're gonna do? We're gonna continue with this story. So that killed my marriage.
Oh.
My wife moved out from our house and had asked for a divorce.
Oh.
She said she can't be near to me, knowing that another woman is pregnant with my child is too much to her. She can't even see me. No matter what I do or say, for her, it's over.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Abby took a test and she was indeed pregnant. I still don't know how it happened. I use protection all the time, even checked it after using it, and still she is pregnant. Abby is 100% sure the baby is mine.
Mm.
OP, I would still double check.
Yes.
I would still
Yes.
double check.
Yeah.
But
Please.
she says that before me, she hasn't done it with anyone else in months. And she is also sure about it that she offered to make a DNA test when the baby is born just to clear any doubts.
Cool.
Which, great.
Chilling.
Great.
Yep.
I feel like I effed up all my life. Letty is the love of my life, and she doesn't want to see me. Abby is not a bad friend at all, but she's the type of person you can only take in small doses.
Give small doses.
And now I'm bound to her forever. That's rough, dude. That's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
right.
Bound to her forever.
Forever.
And he was the thing is, he wasn't even physically attracted to her. And he is not like attracted to her in terms of personality
Yeah.
either.
Better build that tolerance up, man.
Get to work, buddy.
Oh, buddy,
Yikes.
dude, this sucks.
Yikes.
She wants to keep the baby and wants me to be part of the baby's life. Sometimes I just want to disappear, end things. I'm desperate. My life is falling apart for that stupid mistake. I don't know what to do. And there's an edit, some relevant comments, and some updates and edits and all that. But, John,
Yes.
what should OP do?
I mean, at this point, and we're a little bit reading between the lines, but he does want his wife back. Like, he's like, I effed up everything.
No, I mean, he said that she's the love of my life.
Yeah.
So she is, I mean, very important to him. So yeah, I would assume so.
I think keep going for the wife and just like let her know, hey, it was a mistake, something we all agreed upon,
Yeah.
but like
The thing that sucks is like he didn't do anything. He never violated the terms of the marriage.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like the thing that sucks so much about this is he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, he definitely introduced chaos into the
Yeah,
marriage. Like
yeah.
doing something like this, it can introduce chaos. But in terms of like their agreement, their bond, their like the trust that they have together, he did nothing wrong he did nothing to sabotage or betray that trust.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't do anything to intentionally betray the trust or break the contract of what they said, and didn't have any malicious intent.
That's what sucks about this. Is it's
Yeah.
just like bad
A
luck.
little bit of an innocent bystander situation.
Yeah.
But I think he should, unless she's trying to shut it down that hard. I don't know.
I mean,
but
she's asking for a divorce.
she's asking for a divorce. But I feel like just staying in communication and giving it some time, maybe something could happen there. So that's what I think on the divorcing wife side. And then on the baby mama side, I mean, definitely child support. Absolutely child support. And
She wants the baby mama wants him in her life.
in her life. Because there's in the
Because
kid's life and then her life, right?
they want to. She wants him to be part of the baby's life.
Yes. Thus being
in her-
involved in
yeah,
her
yeah.
life as well. Yeah. I mean, I think he should. I think he should. Like,
Yeah.
now does that mean
Is he
that he has to move
obligated?
in with her and has to be like, okay, now we're going to
No,
create
no,
a
no.
nuclear family? Absolutely not. Right. But I think absolutely child support and then some, because we've seen child support's low key a little low.
Yeah.
The mandatory minimum child support in many states. And be involved to a degree. Give the kids some guide. I don't know.
Question.
Yes.
Give the kid some guidance. Don't ever have a threesome with a coworker.
Yep.
It says like one and only commandment.
Son, we live by one rule in this house.
And you will pass down this information from generation to generation. Writes it on a fucking stone tablet.
We are the people who do not have threesomes. We have the creed from OP the first.
Starts a new religion. Edit. So there's so much. So I thought I would be better just to answer it here. And so I'm going to clarify some things. I used a condom. We did it more than once that night. And every single time I used a condom, I bought them, checked them, and after finishing, disposed of them and finished outside. Damn! Man did everything right.
Like he went outside.
Like,
What the heck?
Riley's like,
That's
what
so
is this crazy
yeah,
concept?
he's like, oh, I got to get a bus.
Just starts running.
These guys are creepy, bro. That's crazy.
Usain Bolt over here.
Oh,
But he couldn't run fast enough.
The threesome wasn't something we did in a rush. We took our time planning it, talked about it a lot, and confirmed multiple times we were really sure. And all the time we were both on it. 3, we didn't jump straight into adding a third. Long time before that, we started experimenting, playing, and being kinky. This was just another thing to try. No one was pressured into it. On the moment I said it, because I couldn't think of anything else, I was surprised when she said we could try it. 4, abortion is not an option here. Abby wants a baby. 5, as much as you saw, English isn't my first language. Sorry for my errors. And 6, I talked with Abby. She is more than willing to take a DNA test. Now we have the update. So this first part came from November 13th. It is now January 11th, 2024. So relatively recently.
Oh,
All right. Are you ready?
let's do it.
It starts with hello.
Hi.
Some had sent me messages asking for an update, and I think I can give one. Abby and I took the DNA test.
Oh,
I am the father.
Ooh.
Dang it. I was
Oh.
No, he is the father. She is open to do another test after the baby is born if I want to be sure, but as things seem to be, this is my baby. At first, I took it the worst way possible. I kept torturing myself for being such an idiot, and reading some of the comments made me realize that I'm the biggest stupid for asking my wife to add another girl to our bedroom. I also like how he wrote that, the biggest stupid.
I love it. I love it.
Abby and I talked after the test. She is keeping the baby. She wants to be a mom and wants me to be the father for the baby. She told me that she didn't expect me to start living with her and get married just to take charge of the responsibilities that will come with the baby and to get along and be good friends for the baby. So it's like, it's co-parenting.
Co-parenting, 100%.
Yeah. She had also apologized for how things had developed. Also, something I was thinking about the other day is like, what if I like raised a kid with Christian? And we're just like platonic best friends that just like
Dude,
raise
people
a
do
child. Yeah.
Life,
like a thing having.
life partners. And
Yeah.
like,
That'd be fun.
We have
does.
we had Chip here for 1 week, and this is what he got from that.
I know Chip's gone, the golden retriever.
We are going to sue for shared custody, though.
Yeah.
I am going to sue Christian's dad for shared
Chip
custody.
is so cute. But back to the story. So she had to also apologize for how things had developed, saying that she never wanted to hurt me or Letty. Her intention was just to have fun, but that she's grateful and excited for the baby. And she and I are on good terms now. I'm still not totally comfortable with her. And she's saying that if I can't save my marriage and end up divorcing my wife, she wouldn't mind having fun with me again.
No, that's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
if
Don't
you
do
did
that.
it once and you have one baby, might as well have two.
Imagine
Might as well
she gets
have
pregnant
two.
again.
Yeah,
Oh, my.
instantly. It makes me doubt her real intentions. I mean, like,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if I would take it that way.
She might have went to therapy and figured it out.
Like basically saying, oh, she actually wanted me the whole time type of a thing. Or
Yeah, I think that may be what it means. I think it'll also mean like
slow, like not that she wanted him the whole time before or anything, but now that there is the baby.
well, maybe she was like, oh, I was going to give up the baby for adoption, but now that I have this chance with this guy that I'm kind of into, maybe I'll keep the baby and like that will create some kind of family unit. But I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like she's like very adventurous and is just like, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down. She's rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
On the other side, my wife hasn't started the divorce yet. She moved back,
Oh.
and we have talked.
What'd I say? Keep talking.
That's a green flag.
Whoa.
That's a
whoa,
green flag.
Whoa.
That's a green flag right there. At first, she was so angry at me, and I let her do and say all she needed, every insult and name. I earned it. I really don't think he earned it, though. Like I don't think he really did anything wrong outside of the confines of the marriage, you know?
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's in relationship preservation mode. And it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
I mean,
yeah.
I know. He just wants to fix things.
Yeah.
Totally understand.
Yeah.
But in terms of, I stand by what we had said earlier. Like, I feel like he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
But I would love to know what you guys think.
Let us know in the comments.
I think he made his relationship complicated. I don't think he did anything morally wrong.
Yeah.
What
And
do you think?
there also wasn't malicious intent, which
No.
in this case, I think very much does actually impact the situation.
Then she got very sad. We cried together, and she told me she still loves me. She said she can't live without me. That's so cute. But can't live with me either after
Oh.
what happened.
Crap.
Dang.
Wow. That
really
just took
thought it was
my-
gonna end good.
All right.
It's a roller coaster. The threesome is not the problem anymore. Now it's about me having a baby with Abby. It's hard. We're both confused and scared and still don't know if we'll get over this. But the thing that has me even more confused is that recently my wife's libido has grown. For moments, she asks for intimacy, and right after, she wants space. She wants to be kinky and do things we used to try to play, and right after to go to another room. I've asked her, and she said she doesn't know why she does it. She just feels like she needs it. She's still insecure about us, about what we are, where we are, Divorce is still on the table, so we're stuck. I would like to know what to do, but I don't know what the right thing or how to solve this is. I know I'll have to be responsible for the baby, but I want to save my marriage too. And there is some additional context and some relevant comments.
Mm-hmm.
But now getting some more information, what are you feeling? Are you feeling like I don't know, do you feel like the marriage is salvageable?
I think it's still the rock. I think so. I think it's still pretty soon after everything has transpired. Also low key, one thing they could do that would help OP's wife be distracted from the other baby.
No, stop.
Have
Stop.
another threesome?
Don't
Have
say
a
it.
baby of their own, baby.
I knew it.
Why did I say have another threesome?
We all know where Sam's mind is at. He's like, let's run it back.
That is true. I mean, but maybe they're not ready.
It's
I don't know.
It's a horrible reason to have a baby, but one.
Daddy, why did you decide to have me?
Well, son,
When you have a very ugly coworker that you want to have a threesome with.
things get complicated fast. Yeah,
A lot of people do that though. They're like, a kid will save this relationship.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Great
And
name
it
for a
always-
podcast.
Yeah, that really is though. Yeah, don't do that. But
Don't do that.
It would distract.
It would potentially work.
And it would potentially work. And maybe being pregnant, she'll have more empathy for
OP?
Abby
Yeah,
as well, for the
yeah.
coworker.
And they become friends again,
It's a terrible idea, but
and they all live in one house.
Mm.
oh man,
In like Minnesota.
Yeah. Or Utah.
Ooh.
I love.
Yeah.
We just went to. Oh, now I see. Now I see where we're going.
But here's some additional info from OP.
Okay.
We use condoms every time. One of the doctors told me that it is very rare, but condoms can fail. It needs a little, even microscopic hole that goes unnoticed. A lot of bad luck, but it is possible. I threw the used condoms on the room's trash bin. It would be impossible for her to take them without us noticing. It happened in our room, and we stayed on the bed after we were done. After that, we dressed and went to the kitchen for coffee, and after that, she left. I don't know what her real intentions are, but I'm definitely not going to be with her. I'll take charge of my responsibilities as a father, but just that. There wasn't much interaction between them. It was both focused on me. The only things they did was when I asked them to kiss, and then when I was doing it with my wife, Abby was touching her body. Besides that, they barely interacted between them. We're getting some 50 Shades of Grey right
My
there.
goodness gracious,
Does anyone
we are.
bricked up or just me? No, I'm just kidding. And relevant comments. JTTTWIC says, I don't know. You trusted her enough with a threesome in the first place. OP says, and I regret it. Sure, but if you and your wife divorce, who might you end up with? OP says, if we divorce, I'm not going to be with Abby. I will be a father for the baby, but nothing more. And that is where it ends.
Wow.
We kind of have some loose ends.
We definitely,
We kind of have some loose ends.
have some loose ends here.
I think this goes to show, if you have a threesome, be prepared for whatever
Yeah.
fallout that can
Yeah.
happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
What
What, Riley? Why are you looking at me like that? What,
so
Riley?
so as a person in here that has joined the Illuminati, what preparations have you made in case something were to happen? What have you learned from your experience?
From having, are you
What's
are you
happening?
asking me what have I learned from my experience from having a threesome?
Yeah.
Okay, start.
Do you relate to any of this?
I mean, luckily, no one got pregnant.
that
Um,
you know of? No, I'm just kidding. Oh no.
I mean, what was great about that threesome? I mean, we're all still friends. One,
There we go.
and it was like we were all friends, and it kind of just was fine afterwards. And we're still friends.
So totally opposite of what went down with this
The
guy.
exact.
Yeah, but I
polar
think the
opposite of
difference was,
scenario.
I think the difference was like, I didn't do it in a relationship. I think that
Mhm.
like, and you can do it in a relationship. And I know people who have done so successfully, but like
You're playing with fire.
you're playing with fire. Cause if you don't know how you're going to feel, like it could be bad. And also be sure you're like real, like, I don't know, the condoms work and you're on, like the person's on the pill or something. Like,
Yeah.
you need to be super careful because something
Yeah.
like this could really mess up your relationship. But I don't think anything wrong with a threesome between two friends that don't work together, Riley.
I'm just relating to the story. I never said I wanted that.
I don't know. It seems like
Really,
keep
you've been
bringing it
dropping
up.
some hints
You're
throughout
dropping
the
some
story.
hints. Riley wants to join us in Paris.
And you know what, too? So we haven't read a ton of stories like these, but we have read a lot of open relationship stories.
Oh, dude, I don't even know if I can say this because now my mom like listens to the podcast every day. She already knows. I've already told her. So it's not like she'll just be mad that I'm telling everyone
She
else.
started listening to
salute
it
to you.
ever since
Sophia.
Sophia has gotten on the show.
Yeah, if you
Oh.
want to know who's a favorite kid, I told Riley this. That's Sophia. Anyway.
Anyways, so this is so much. I didn't really connect the dots on this particular component, but with open relationships, often they're seeing other partners not in front of each other.
Exactly.
Right? This is as in front of each other as
possible.
it gets.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess one could argue it eliminates the like, oh, what did they did and kind of like not knowing. But to
Well, that's
see
what
it,
the wife said. Like, it's burned in my mind.
it's burned in her mind, right?
And I think when you have like a relationship where there feels some kind of like ownership or like this special connection that you don't share with anyone else,
Mhm.
You're playing with fire, introducing other people in.
That's right.
Yeah. But I think threesomes between friends, fine,
Awesome.
great.
That's
that don't work
fire.
together, Riley.
I get it.
Not that I don't think you're cute, Riley. You're a great guy. Just don't
So
wanna
handsome,
have,
honestly.
so handsome. Getting DMs like crazy.
What?
Yeah,
No.
everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Not
Yeah.
me.
Yes, him.
The amount of girls Riley has brought back to our place is
Ungodly. Ungodly. The amount of
He's a gentleman. Just to be clear, he's a gentleman.
the most gentleman of
He's
gentlemen.
he is the most gentleman of gentlemen, but it's just like a different girl giggling in his room every day.
Yeah. And truly, they are just talking and
They're
hanging out.
truly
Not exaggerating,
Nothing
not-
is happening. They're playing
Yeah.
Guitar Hero, but they
Yes.
want
Build
something to
Legos.
happen.
Yeah.
But I can't pick up hints and nothing does happen. That's happened a few times.
What do you mean?
Like I'll be like too
The girl
focused.
yesterday literally bought you tacos.
That is true. Yeah.
It's there.
That's a hint, dude. She was so into you, for sure.
I hope so. I was
For
really into
sure.
her. I will get out of this red flag era just for her, but
You will throw this away.
I will. I'll throw it all away.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to never throw away.
This
next story.
Woo!
Let's go.
Jinxie, baby. I, 37 male, got a paternity test done, and now my wife might divorce me over it. Help! That's not a good sign.
No, not at all.
My boy, we might give you some help. User don't want a divorce.
I love these usernames that are just straight to the point.
They really just drop the greatest and most obvious of Easter eggs for
Yeah.
us, and we so appreciate it. They say, my wife, 35 female, and I, 37 female, have been married for 12 years. Wow.
That's a while.
That's not nothing. We have 3 kids, and I always had this nagging feeling that our middle child wasn't mine. My wife has shown me a picture of her grandfather, and he does look a lot like him, the middle child, that is. But he just doesn't have any of my family's features. He looks so different than anyone else in the family, which is low-key kind of hilarious because he's like, he does look like someone in her family. And it's like,
of
well,
course he looks
yes.
like someone. As John recently learned,
Very recent.
it's hard to tell where the father is, but it's easy to tell
It
who
only
the
took
mother
me
is.
2,600 stories, guys. Ding! Your boy is here. I decided I wanted a paternity test to put my mind at ease after 12 years of marriage and
That's a
3
while.
children.
That's a while. I mean, and we've seen this ruin marriages before.
Oh yeah.
We have.
I think this is written from. It feels like the possibility is higher in this case, but we've heard it read from the wife's perspective, where it's like, my husband doesn't trust me,
Exactly.
and got this DNA test, and it kind of erodes trust
It
in the relationship.
insinuates so much. It's
It
something
insinuates so much.
you really can't come back. And this isn't like the last story where it's like, oh, it was like a one-time thing. You've been married to this woman. Like, it's very different to ask for a paternity test from like, yo, we had a one-night stand.
And also, as we've learned, DNA is weird, and sometimes your kids don't look exactly like.
Oh,
That is true.
yes. Please understand that, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Your kid should not look like a carbon copy of you.
If you've learned anything from this show, ladies and gentlemen, please take that.
Yeah.
my wife got pretty upset when I brought it up because cheating has always been a deal breaker for her and so many other things, OP. It insinuates a lot. But I just saw that as all the more reason to get one done. Buddy, you're not getting it. You're not getting it, my guy. I told her.
I think what it really becomes is this important enough to you to end your marriage over?
Yeah.
Because
That's
if you're wrong, if you're wrong, I mean, you're screwed. Actually, if you're right, you're screwed. If you're wrong, you're screwed.
You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Sorry, OP.
I like how you said that to me. I don't know. It felt nice.
We
It rung in my
podcasted,
head.
baby.
Yeah. Like a little bell.
I told her that if she had nothing to hide staying in OP, she should have no problem with getting one done. I tested my son. It turns out he is mine.
Damn.
Got it.
I got it. I
Tinfoil
got
hat
it,
to
dude.
reality.
He is screwed.
Screwed.
He is
Ooh.
screwed.
Well, get a load of this. I thought everything was fine.
Idiot.
He's like,
dude, this guy is a dummy. This guy is a big old dummy.
Peaches, rainbows, and sunshine,
Oh, my
right?
God. How clueless can you be?
This clueless. And I had my peace of mind.
But at what cost?
Have your peace of mind alone.
I was peaceful, and that meant that everyone else was going to be peaceful with me because I was peaceful.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Except she told me that she was going to take the kids and go to her parents for a while. When I asked why, she exploded and told me that she was seriously considering divorcing me over this stunt.
Wow.
That she was so furious for me doubting her loyalty, knowing how she felt about cheating, and that she would never forgive me for what I put our son through, making him question his place in
That's
the family.
what I'm saying. That's why it's worse. That's why it's worse, dude.
Yeah. You're also putting all this on the kid as well.
Yeah. Imagine how terrible that kid must feel.
Yeah.
That his dad doesn't think that that's my son.
100%.
That's the shitty thing. That's what's divorce worthy.
Again, assuming that the wife did nothing wrong, which in this case she didn't, you know.
No.
I can't believe she like still went through
All
with
divorce worthy.
Because I would love to hear her. Like,
Well, I think maybe she knows like he'll always have this like chip on his shoulder, even though it's stupid, and she's like, I know it's not true. He can always use that as like, well, why'd you take the test? Why'd you take the test? You know what I mean? So what you're kind of forced into a corner.
Like,
Like,
you
why
mean-
did she agree to take the test? Because he could leverage it like that. Right?
Exactly.
And it sucks because she's backed into a corner because this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because she's like, well, I don't want to have to take the stupid test, but like you're kind of low key making me do it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
No, it is awful. I hope the kid's okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm curious in the comments, are you guys like okay with paternity tests now? Because I almost asked a couple if they took a paternity test whenever they found out they were pregnant. And I think I'm just brainwashed because I think
By mistake because of
Dude,
all of the stories.
Yeah.
That's what I think
clear.
happens to like guys like these is they spend a little bit too much on the time on the wrong subreddits and read
Yes.
all these stories about paternity tests that go wrong. And then
Yeah.
they're like, holy shit, it's going to happen to me.
Yeah. Because Riley, for you, it's like a knee-jerk thing where you like almost said like, oh no, wait.
Yeah, so-
just because it was like you've read so many stories like, oh, is there a paternity test? Like, oh wait, no. The implications, everything.
yeah.
No.
And then you read stories like this where paternity tests are like relationship enders.
Although a lot of people in the comments, I mean, like I read your guys' comments all the time.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people had said like, oh, like I don't mind if someone asks me for a paternity test. But I think that's if it's like maybe in the beginnings of a relationship. or
Yeah,
something.
not in a situation like this where it's like we've been married for 12 years, have a foundation of trust and 3 children, and
But
then you're like,
let's put it into the comments again.
Yeah.
How would you feel about asking for a paternity test?
Yeah.
But I think
Or being asked.
if anything, ask at birth. Don't ask 12 years later.
yeah, you lost your another
Yeah.
Sam's golden rule.
Yeah. You can ask for a paternity test, but before the child makes memories. So like from like 1 to 4.
Yeah. 1 to 4. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the rule, ladies and
That's the
gentlemen.
rule.
And it's golden. And it's Sam's. Don't put that on him. Okay, so
I don't mind that one.
okay. I tried to get her to see my side, that I just wanted to be sure, and that surely she could see why I'd question it when he looks nothing like me. Read a biology textbook, bro. She told me that she would never forgive me for this, and that I hoped my foolish pride was worth the cost of my family.
Sounds like she's pretty down to not have him in her life anymore.
Yup.
Oh, man.
She hasn't spoken to me since. I need advice on how to get her to talk to me and get her to see. Yeah, right. And get her to see my side of the story, and that it wasn't some attack on her character like she seems to think it was. I don't want a divorce. Well, buddy, step one is you got to understand that it, like, no
Doesn't matter what you want to.
it is an attack on her, you know,
It's an attack on your
integrity
kid.
and everything. Yeah.
Why
and
do
on
they
the
have to
kid.
tell the kid?
Did they?
Because it sounds like but based on the context of the story, it sounds like she's like, I can't believe you could put our child through this.
Possibly. I mean, I think it's for me, I'm interpreting it as it's still a little unclear of whether they actually told the kid,
But then why would she say, I will never forgive you for what you put our child through?
because still that is like the doubt.
But if he doesn't
Is
know,
there.
then he didn't put him through anything.
All right. Fair enough. But
What do you think? You think that they didn't say anything to the kid?
It could be.
I think they did.
it
That's
could
what
be.
I'm thinking.
We don't know how old the children are, right?
I think that kid's 12, right?
They've been married for 12 years.
Oh,
but
okay.
we have 3 kids.
Oh,
That's all we got on that one. But no, I mean they 1,000% could have told the kid.
Which would be bad move.
Yeah, I mean that is a little
Terrible move.
low key, a little bit crazy
On both sides.
Did the guy tell him?
Did the guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
did
you
OP?
mean,
Did
did
OP? I
OP
mean,
tell
the kid.
the kid, you don't look anything like me, so I'm gonna get a paternity test
I
to
mean,
see if you're really my kid.
OP's already
I
off his
hope
rocker,
not.
but dude, he would just be
And he's like,
gone.
I don't know why my kid is upset with me.
What's,
I
babe,
just wanted to be sure, little Timmy.
babe, why you so? Babe, I have peace of mind now. Doesn't that
Yeah.
mean anything to you anymore?
He's like, little Timmy is like, Daddy, can I get tucked in? He's like, son, let's hold off on that daddy talk until we get the test.
Yeah. Son, your eyes are green. You know what that means?
Yeah,
Your
bro.
mom doesn't love me. Yeah. I mean, let's talk about the first story versus this one, right?
Yeah.
So two cases of paternity tests, but like vastly different. And I think in the first story, the guy was like, hey, I need to do as much as possible to make up for it. Whereas OP is just not seeing like, he should have seen like, oh, the implications of like, oh, what my wife will feel after I, charge her with this. And then the aftermath of like, what she's told him.
And I'm also like, because there's multiple things that have to happen. It's
Yes.
like, hey, babe, I'm just feeling this kind of way. Can we get a paternity test? And he has to keep asking until she actually does it.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe there wasn't any conversation about like, if you do this, are we okay?
From the wife's side.
From the wife's side.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe he didn't ask her about like, hey, like what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he didn't, he was like, oh, I think it's going to be okay.
He literally went in and he's like, I want the paternity test so I can have peace of mind.
Yeah,
That
dude,
was it.
this guy's absolutely clueless. I mean, but all right, so he has already fucked up massively.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what this dude is asking us is, what can I do? So what can he do?
Nothing.
No, we got to give him something.
Yeah.
He can't, dude. He
Is there-
messed
is there
up.
more? Is there more to the story? Or are we done?
That's
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 it.
it.
finito.
Okay, so what can we do? No.
There is things that can be done.
There's-
Yeah.
Say
yeah,
sorry.
I mean, Riley, there is always things that can be done. We gotta believe that people can be redeemed. You know?
I will say bro is down bad. We'll start
is
off with
down,
that. Bro
yeah.
is down bad. But I think, is this maybe a golden rule? Do you almost need as much time because you can build trust so over a long period of time and lose it in an instant? Does it take that amount of time to get the trust back? You know what I mean? 12 years.
12 years. Oh my god.
But yeah, in all honesty, he does. If he wants to try and salvage this relationship, he has to stop what he's doing right now and being like, wait, why are you so
Instantly.
mad? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Sit down and listen and understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, can I hear what? Like, I think I've reflected. I think I know why you're mad, but can I hear from you, like, why you're upset?
Yeah.
Or maybe that is not a good move. It's like, hey, like, I think you should just do some reflection and say, like, now I've like thought about it. I was an idiot. I understand why you're upset, and like these are the reasons that I think that you'd be upset. Like, I question your integrity.
Yeah.
I made our son feel like he was an outsider in our own family. I didn't study biology in high
I
school,
failed biology.
and I'm a fucking idiot. Please, I'm on my hands and knees, and I want you back. I think he needs to have some sort of apology. It may not work, but in terms of things you can do,
Yeah.
this
That
is
is
what you
something.
can do. And
Exactly.
maybe take that kid out to like SeaWorld or something.
Yeah, bro. Shower this kid with all the love and adoration.
We do have a call.
We are gonna call one of you
Yes.
right now. So let's get into this call episode.
Okay, hello.
Hi,
My name is Stephanie.
Stephanie.
I think the title for my story is going to be My Dad Died
Oh,
and
I'm
I
sorry.
Found Out So Much Information,
Okay.
including I had a brother that I didn't know I had before.
Okay.
All right. I mean, that's a title for a story.
That
Like,
is a whirlwind. But I mean, I want to know how you actually found this out, and I guess let's call Stephanie.
Let's do it. Stephanie, this is John, Sam, and Riley from OKOP Show. How you doing?
Hi, good in yourselves?
Doing great. Doing great. So
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
we got the whole gang here. We just heard your story about the big information that you found out after your dad's passing, which our condolences, by the way. We would love to get like a 30-second breakdown of the story of what exactly you found out and how you found out.
Okay, so basically, so my dad and I didn't have the best relationship, and we didn't meet until I was 11, so we didn't have the best relationship even afterwards, and I wasn't
Right.
really much contacting him, and he passed away back in September 1st. We think he had like an asthma attack in his sleep, and
Oh,
when I
geez.
went over there for the funeral, I was 3 months postpartum. And I was very emotional. So when I was over there, I found out that my dad had another son that
Wow.
was basically maybe I'm about to be 26, and my brother is probably like 18, 19, maybe 20. And
Right.
apparently he lives in Mexico nearby where we lived, but my dad's friend doesn't know where they went. And me and my other sisters were just confused because we had never heard about this information.
Wow. So you had just had a child, go to the funeral, and you find out about, is it just your brother? Was there more people you found out about, like the potential wife or other
Yeah,
siblings?
like where did you
Yeah,
say
the
the brother was
main-
living?
Sorry, the main thing is that when my dad passed away, he was in a very deep depression because he had gotten married about a year ago to this woman who was a Christian, and he was a drug addict and an alcoholic, and she helped him change his life. And she was a lot younger than him. He was only 49, and she was about like 38, I think, or maybe 37, very young.
Right.
And I had never met her because this is during the time we didn't talk anymore. And when he passed away, I found out that she was pregnant and they were about to have a son, but my dad never told me this. And
Oh my God.
she ended up passing away in the hospital due to complications at 9 months pregnant.
Oh my gosh. So not only you found your brother who is like 18 years old, but then also the woman that he was with was also with child, but passed away during.
Did the child survive?
No, so she ended up having like, I guess, a lot of bleeding or something. So she went to the like urgent care over there in Mexico, and they ended up keeping her in, and she was, I guess, leaking amniotic fluid inside of her uterus, I think, and
Wow.
the baby basically like passed away inside of her. So
Oh,
they had to give her medicine to give birth, and she died during that process.
That's
Oh
so
my
terrible.
goodness.
Wow.
And then the worst part is my dad was in another hospital because he was having complications with COVID and also his asthma. Because he's always had asthma like really bad, and he also smokes for like he
Yeah.
smoked I think for like 30 years or more.
Wow.
So are
They
you
won't
going
let anybody talk to say goodbye to her.
That's so rough. A lot has happened in a very short time, but I'm wondering with your brother that you found out about, like, are you going to try to, because it sounded like you were trying to track him down but couldn't. Are you going to continue to try to like find him?
I'm not sure because where my dad grew up, apparently she was like also someone that he grew up with, and he left to come to the US and work, and then he crossed the borders like illegally back and forth to bring money to his family. Because I guess just they were trying to be a family, and then he ended up getting in trouble this year. So I think she left him, and they lost contact because she didn't want her son to know who he was.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And so, like, the last I heard, what my dad's friend told us at the funeral, he was super drunk, by the way. I don't think he knew he told us this, was that they remember that she came back near the area, but she never wanted to talk to my dad again. So they're pretty sure that she found out that he passed away, but she never came or anything.
To the funeral. Whoa.
Right. Wow.
So you don't but you don't desire any contact with that side of the family, or like you don't want to get mixed up in that, or do you?
I do. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't grow up knowing my dad. And the thing is, I've had a pretty interesting life, I guess you could say. Because
Yeah.
I have half siblings only, and my mom, the half siblings I have on my mom's side, my younger sisters, I grew up thinking that their dad was my dad.
Mm.
So when they got divorced, they had to break the news to me that wasn't my dad, and they didn't know where my real dad was. So I didn't meet my real dad until I was 14.
Right.
And this was like when you're talking about your real dad, that was the dad that passed away.
Yes.
Mm. Wow.
How did you I mean, you weren't even fully an adult yet. Like, how did you process that over time and kind of come to terms with it?
I've always struggled with a lot of things, so it's been hard because now I have to accept the fact that when my dad passed away, we were not in good terms, and I was mad at him, and he never got to meet my daughter.
Mm.
And that's one of the biggest regrets I have, and I think it's something that I'm probably going to struggle with for a long time.
And where are you at now with, it sounds like you do want to, get in contact with the brother. Like, where are you at? Do you know where he's at? Or
and if also he ends up seeing this for some reason, like what would you want to say to him?
I think I would just tell him, even though we didn't have a good dad at the end of the day, I'd still like to have a relationship with him.
Mm.
He's still my brother, even though he's my half brother. I don't consider my siblings half siblings. They're all my just siblings.
Yeah.
So I'd love to get to know him, and I did get to meet my dad for a couple years, so I even lived with him for a bit. So I've heard a lot of stories that his friends told us as well, and I'd like for him to at least, know my dad, even if it's in memory.
That's beautiful. I feel like that approach is maybe like you said, this is something that you're going to struggle with, not ending with your dad on good terms, but I think honoring the memories and remembering with the people that were around him might be some of the healing that could be helpful. And it sounds like you're doing that. It sounds like you're kind of on that road already, which is beautiful.
I'm in therapy, honestly. If I wasn't in therapy, I think I'd lose my mind with all this.
Yeah. No, you're dealing with a lot.
Really?
This is I'm impressed and honestly inspired by how empathetic you're being throughout this whole endeavor. Because I think someone maybe who wasn't as empathetic you, or maybe wasn't talking through this in therapy, wouldn't be able to have these. I don't know. It seems like there's just a lot of love in your heart, even if there was pain caused by some of these people.
And you're putting in, you have the right intentions and are putting in the work into it as well, both with the half brother and self-care, working on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, there's not much I can do. So the only thing I can do is try to live at least for my dad, because he had a rough life, and even though we didn't have the best relationship, I still love him at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah, we're inspired by your empathy and kindness.
We really
truly
appreciate you like calling us and sharing your story. I really hope that you continue like this healing journey that you're on.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm pretty nervous because I wasn't expecting a call back.
Of course, no.
Yeah.
We're so grateful that you answered and shared your story and hopefully inspired some people who are in similar situations as well. So
yeah, we really appreciate you calling in. This was amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you. Awesome. Well, you have a great day. Thanks so much again.
Thank you. You guys too.
All right.
Later.
See ya.
Bye.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go, man.
What a strong person.
Talk about someone who has been through a lot, yet still has such a
kind heart.
It would be hard to blame someone for being like, I need to, wholly go and just
I need to be
like, or
just be pissed or respond negatively. But like, it seems like a Stephanie has done nothing but just be kind to the people around her.
Yeah, working on both, building connections with like the half brother she doesn't know and on herself. Truly kudos and applause to her.
And also thank you so much for calling in. We always love talking to you. And I think like what's cool about these kind of calls is you never know where we're going to get. Like sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's like this where it's, like heart wrenching and beautiful. And we really appreciate all of you just sharing your life with us. And I don't know, like blessing us with that. So
absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you all. And if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.